you beat that? Who'd you beat? Who'd you beat that? Take it off again. Okay, I think we're about ready to get started. All right, I want to welcome everyone here to our program. Young men, young women, we appreciate you being here today. And I want to thank Miss Lisa for inviting us down. Thank you very much. We've been on the phone so much past week, I had to put a face with that name. So we really appreciate you, and everyone that is here today. We're called bird chop in our language. We're known as G-Squad, Golo Young. And that was our great-great-grandfather who was one of the last of the true Cherokee warriors who fought and made sacrifices in order for our people to remain in western North Carolina. There's a lot of history to be learned, but I know we only got a 30-minute segment, so just want to give you a little bit of history before we start. How many of y'all know that this school here is named after a great Cherokee that was known throughout this area? Walker? Yeah, Walker was very well known, very industrial. He had a lot of contacts with the government trying to make peace for the people, but throughout the years, the Cherokee weren't citizens, and so we didn't have a right to vote, and eventually we were moved off our land. There's three different portions of Cherokees. There's the United Band of Caduas, who were our traditionalists, who at first, they were the first ones to voluntarily leave because they knew that removal was inevitable. Cherokee Nation was the ones that actually were forced to move and march the Trail of Tears. And Eastern Band of Cherokees, which I'm a member of, are the warriors that fought and refused to leave the mountains. And had it not been for the efforts of those warriors, we wouldn't have that beautiful reservation that is properly known as the Qualla Boundary, but is commonly known as the Cherokee Indian Reservation. So with that said, I'll also go a little further. Walker Calhoun. See, Walker could be used as a last name or a first name. Walker was the last of our holy men, our true holy men that did healing, did our medicine for us. He just passed a couple of years ago. So, at this time, his son's trying to carry it on, but it's just not the same. But I just wanted to know, that you're going to a very, very special school. Maybe teachers, that'd be something you might want to do, is get them to do some research on the Walker, Jack Walker, and maybe bring it back to the class and compare notes. It's always good to understand, about this area. Red Clay, of course, that was the last meeting of our Grand Council. In 1984, I was on tribal council at that time, representing the Painttown community, and we, in 147 years, we had our first Grand Council, a meeting of the Cherokee Nation right there at Red Clay. And it went national. There was a lot of press and everything on it. And 25 years later, they honored us that we're still living to serve on that, to be there as honored guests for the 25th annual celebration of the return of the Cherokee people once again. So I'm telling my age now, but I'll be 68 this coming July. I'm also a well-known professional wrestler. I know you kids probably won't remember me, but I'm sure some of you teachers out there might. Back in the 70s and 80s, I was pretty well known as Ric Youngblood, 6-time world heavyweight champion, tag team with Rick Steamboat, Wahoo McDaniels, some of the old names, Andre the Giant, to name a few. And I went independent in 1991 and stayed in wrestling until 2010. So afterwards, I do have some of my old wrestling photos over here. If you want to purchase one, I'd be more than happy to give you an autograph. And the belt I've got laying there is the original heavyweight champion belt, and it is solid gold. So if you want to come by and look at it, you're welcome to do so. And they don't make them like that anymore nowadays. They make those cheap reproductions, but in order to carry that belt, we used to have to put up $25,000. So we I appreciate Vince McMahon sending that back to me in 2001. All right, without further ado, we're going to get done with some dancing. So let's get started with our young lady here. We're going to call on, this is my daughter, this is Itsy Bird. She's going to come out and share with you a dance called the Jingle Dress. And this is a prayer dance, a medicine dance, praying for healing for everyone. So if you got some needs out there, or maybe something just ain't going right, she'll spread that good medicine with you, all right? Itsy is 9 years old. Her English name is Monique Danielle Bird, and her Indian name is Go Get the Wood. Here we go. Oh, get the wash, jiggling, shook, shook, oh, get the wash, jiggling, shook, shook, I wash the shame, oh, jiggling, shook, shook, I wash the shame, oh, wash the shame, oh, jiggling, shook, shook, I wash the Hey, how about it? Monique Danielle, better known as Itsy. That young lady right there. There's true medicine in that dance because we went to a powwow about 2 months ago, and as a professional wrestler, we've indulged in a lot of alcohol in our lifetime, and she came to me and she said, "Dad, this powwow I'm going to dance for your healing. You're going to quit drinking," and I'm celebrating over 2 months now of sobriety, so I'm very proud of that. It's good medicine, that dance. All right, let's bring up my son now. This is Nicholas Daniel Bird Jr. We call him Little Rupert. When he was smaller, he was our gift from Creator because when he was little and first born, he was so small he couldn't eat. And he had a growth in his throat they couldn't remove because he was so small. And the doctors didn't give us 24 hours for him to live. It just goes to show the power of prayer because this young man here is not only healthy and happy now at the age of 16, but he's also an excellent football player, stickball player, basketball player, and also an excellent grass dancer, and he's going to share that with you now. This, too, is a prayer dance. We'll be explaining that more at our show tomorrow. And by the way, if you can come by there to the Culture Festival tomorrow, what's the name of that park? Hoyt Ferry? Hoyt Berry Park. Come by. We're going to be there from 10 to 2 o'clock tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of different things going on, so please come join us. But right now, he's going to share with you this dance. And this song that I'm going to sing for him is a song that was written for him when he was going through this tragic time. Doctors gave us no hope, and a young man by the name of Kerry Reed came and said this song came to him. And he knew where it belonged now. He didn't know where it came from, but it belonged to Little Roop. This is called Little Roop's song. Grass dance. How about that? Awesome. Now we're going to bring out one of our warriors here. Our warriors weren't allowed to brag about what they did in battle. Even today, when our warriors go off to serve in our armed forces, when they come home, they're not allowed to brag about, I had 96 registered kills or anything like that. But they do it through dance. They go through the motions how they encountered an enemy and how they never backed up. And the dance you're going to see is of the Southern Plains warrior. It's called the Southern Straight. You notice he doesn't wear any eagle feathers but in the top of his headpiece. And the reason why is that I spoke earlier about the Trail of Tears. Not only the Cherokee were moved from here, but many tribes were moved east to an area called Oklahoma. And that's a Miami word, which means land of the red man. And all the tribes west were moved, in the western states, were moved back east to Oklahoma. And all these nations came together. And at first they had conflict because they had different languages, different culture. But all of a sudden they started getting along through what we call intertribal powwows. And as this happened, the government thought they were getting ready to create an uprising. They came in and took all the beautiful feathers, the eagle bustles, all the nice fancy feathers, and burned them up. So when the straight dancer danced, they were known as fierce warriors. You notice that long drag that he has on the back? When they went out to the battlefield, these warriors would never back up, and they'd stake himself to that battlefield until they were actually killed or the war was won. But they never wear the bustles again to remind us of that tragic time that, our eagle feathers are. And, of course, eagle feathers represent warriors that have fallen in battle. That's their representation inside our circle. So, and that's why the Southern warrior only wears 2 eagle feathers in his headpiece, also carries an eagle fan. This is M.J. Stover, ladies and gentlemen. Southern Straight. Now, if you notice, during that dance, when it finished, we put a tail on it. And the reason for that is these warriors are highly respected. They have served their country, served it honorably. Many of them have been wounded in action, and when they come home, they awarded the Purple Heart. Some of them the Bronze Star, Silver Star. Here again, they're not allowed to brag about that, so they tell it through their dancing. And to honor them, we always put a tail on the end like we did. That's paying respect to these warriors. All right, this time we got a real special dance for you. We've got a young man here who's only 8 years old. And, man, this kid right here, a couple of years ago, he played for the Copper Basin Pee-wees, and they were undefeated. They Mercy that ruled all the other schools. And he was a middle linebacker, so that tells you about him. He's a tough little guy. Today he's kind of fighting a little bit of a cold, but he's going to do a hoop dance for you anyway. So what this hoop dance represents the circle of life. And what he'll do is he'll pick these hoops up and make designs out of them. And if you see a design you like, you let him know by applause. The more applause you give him, the more designs he'll make for you. Some things of nature, you might see a waterfall, I don't know, maybe some animals. You might even see Mickey Mouse. I don't know. You never can tell about this guy. And I like to take credit for teaching him this dance, but he never wanted to learn. He always wanted to hang out with world champions, I guess. And world champion Cody Bentner, 2019 world hoop dance champion, started working with him. And then Larry Begay, who was a senior world champion, started working with him, and so he creates his own style, and we don't bother him. We just let him do his own thing. So let's have a nice hand for this young man here, Brady Bird. We call him Brady, but his name's Joshua Brady Bird, 8 years old. Here we go. Hey! Oh, that's called what you call getting tied up in your work right there. Hey, I tell you what, I think we got time for one more dance. So what we're going to do is we're going to invite some of you folks to come up and join us in a friendship dance. And a friendship dance is really easy to do. It's the only dance in our traditional way that we do clockwise motion. We also go counterclockwise in our traditional dances at our stomp dance, our green corn celebration. But today we're real friendly Indians and we want to invite you to come in and dance with us. So you'll come out and join hands and make a circle. Our dancers will come out and join you and we'll have a dance of friendship, okay? And in this dance, what we'll do is we'll join hands, and what the joining of hands means is unity among all that are participating. That means that there'll be undying friendship among all of you. And then we'll have one of the leaders. We'll have MJ be the leader, I guess, and he'll break off and lead you down in a snake-like motion, which represents the snake, one of our bitter enemies. And you overcome this bitter enemy by the holding of hands. Once that circle is rejoined, it's never to be broken. So this means undying friendship among all that participate. So all you got to do is just step to your left as we start this song and just follow MJ and he'll lead you in this dance, okay? This is our friendship dance. Here we go. Let's give a nice hand. Aren't they doing a good job? Awesome. People say we don't have words in our songs, so I'm going to prove to you we do have words. I'm going to sing this one in English. Here we go. Oh, how I love you, honey dear. Hey, 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 oh, hey, hey, don't you ever break my achy, breaky heart. Beautiful. Give yourself a hand. Good job, guys. Okay, we still got some time left, so I want to give you a chance to come by and look at the arts and crafts you haven't already. But before we do that, we got another dancer here we're going to bring out. This is our senior citizen of the group. His name is Paul Ledford, and Paul is a truck driver by trade, but he came all the way down. He was up in Pennsylvania, and I called him and told him what we're doing here. He wanted to come and share with you the rabbit dance. And, yeah, you can join. So he's going to invite all you students, teachers. Yeah, get the teachers out there. Well, he wants you to join him as he does the rabbit dance. It's real easy to do. When I was a little boy, see, my grandpa, we didn't have running water, we didn't have electricity, anything like that. So at night, after we finished our chores, my grandpa would get out his little drum and he would sing these songs, and one of my favorites was G-Stu, the rabbit. And what we would do is he'd roll the drum like this, and we'd all get down like little bunnies sitting in the bar patch and put our ears on. So put your ears on, everybody kind of get down like you're sitting in a bar patch, your little bunny getting ready to cross the road. And as I roll it out like this, and then when the coast is clear, I'll go, hey, then you just start bouncing along until it stops. Then we'll go again, we'll roll it once again, you stop, look around, make sure the coast is clear, then we'll go again. So Paul refers to this as a senior citizen rabbit dance when he leads it. I don't know why.
Look out for big trucks.
Look out for 18-wheelers. All right, this is G-Stu. Can you say that? G-Stu, that means rabbit in our language, okay? G-Stu. Here we go. One more time, here we go. Hey, that's an 18-wheeler going by. Good job, guys. You'll be a little sore for a day or two, but you'll be okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, young ladies, young men, teachers, and staff here, want to say thank you for inviting us to be here. Such a beautiful day. You know, the good Lord's blessed us with a nice sunny day. Invite you to come out tomorrow and join us from 10 to 2. I think we'll be the first scoop going on at 10 tomorrow. And it's going on to 2 o'clock. We'll have a full booth set up, so please come by and see us. We're known as Bird Chopper. Like I said in our language, we're known as Jisqua Koloya, honoring our great-great-grandfather, one of the last of the true warriors. So one more time, if you want to come by and visit the craft booth, you're welcome to. I do have some autograph pictures. If you want to purchase one of those, you're welcome to as well. And just glad to be here with you. And good Lord willing, we'll have a good time tomorrow, all right? Okay. All right.
Wait, can we have a picture?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.